It is a beautiful morning here in Cook's Bay, and we are leaving. Unfortunately, we've got to head over to Tahiti, but for good reasons. So we are headed to Tahiti to get some boat work done, which includes changing the gaskets on our heat exchangers as well as fixing our generator finally. And then we are also going to have our riggers look at our rigging, because as we showed you not too long ago, our outers are rusting and we're not sure why. So Jean-Christophe is going to come back on board and take a look at that, and we also are going to pick up our guests, Alex and Stacy, who have been on the boat before. Alex did a passage with us to the Bahamas from Virginia. He was amazing. And then Stacy met us down there, and they're going to be on board for the next 10 days or so once we pick them up. Anyway, we are ready to go, and we're going to pick up anchor here in a minute once the captain pees. Going towards Tahiti is going east against the winds. Normally not easy, but we have picked a day that we think is going to be pretty mild, which means it's just going to be hopefully some easy motoring.
This is when feeling blue is not necessarily a bad thing. Another thing is Tahiti forms a barrier and really protects Moorea and makes it just this perfect place. But we may get into a little something, but probably not expecting much today. And that's why we picked today, and we waited for several days for the perfect day. So let's just hope the engines work. Otherwise, we're going to have to row.
All right, let's go. We use these straps here to keep the dinghy from swinging back and forth with waves on the beam. So that's the reason that we strap in. We use ratchet straps. They're great. Definitely help keep the dinghy steady, which is fabulous. Underway and needed. All right, Captain.
All right.
All right, locked. I love the early morning departures. Someday that alarm will be fixed.
Never been fixed.
There is Tahiti right in front of us. We're on a almost straight path at this point, just rounding the corner here of Moorea, and then we can make a slight turn to the right, and there's Tahiti right there. So nice and easy. The sea state is perfect. A little bit of swell, but really just couldn't ask for a better day to get back over there and not have to bash into the wind. So we've only got 3.5 knots against us, and it's a beautiful day. You want to see some motivation? Look at that.
Working out underway. Multitasking.
Brown's getting the lines ready, and we are going to put the mainsail up, not because we can actually sail, but because we have yet to put it up since the rigging was changed, and we really need to check it out before the rigger comes over today to look at the rust on the outers. So we're gonna put that up now. All right, you went up with no problem at all. Good job.
Too lovely.
Looking good. Sails down, everything looks really good. Very happy with how that operated, so that's good news. We are making good progress and should be at the pass in about an hour. So another 5 miles. And there's our fun alarm. We're getting into the area where the ferries are going to be crossing in front of us. There's one right there. Thankfully he's way faster than we are, and we'll definitely get into the port before we get there, but I'm sure more will be coming out or passing us from the other direction. They are so fast at 30 knots. So this is why we call the port authority to get permission to enter the pass and then to enter the airport so we don't get clipped by a plane as it takes off. Two things that we have to do when we get in here. Port control, this is blown away, blown away. Yorana, we are 1 mile outside the North Pass, asking permission to enter the pass.
Okay, Brownaway, you may proceed and the pass stand by 1, 2, thank you.
Thank you very much. Maruru, we will stand by on 1, 2. So we were granted permission to go into the pass by the port control. I know it's just a little dot on the horizon, but we have a funny feeling that that ferry is going to be very close to us as we go through. Or it might be going through with us, we don't know. But we are very, very close, so maybe we will make it before him, I hope. Wow, what a perfect motor over here. Totally calm, flat seas, couldn't have been any better. Port control, blown away, blown away.
Brownaway, Papiti Port, go ahead.
We would like to ask permission to pass the runway at the north, please.
Okay, keep proceeding. I'll call you back for the clearance, stand by 1, 2, thank you.
Maruru, standing by on 1, 2. All right, I'm waiting to hear back from the port control to let me know if we can pass the north end of the runway, which he is calling the airport to find out, and he will get back to us soon, I hope.
Brownaway, Papiti Port.
Blown away, go ahead, Papeete Port.
Okay, you have permission to cross, increase your speed, please.
Merci beaucoup, we will increase our speed and cross, thank you. Increase your speed! All right, it must mean that there is an airplane on the runway ready to take off, and they want us to get through before that plane takes off. Plane getting ready to take, oh, he's taking off! Yeah, I think he's gonna clear us too. This is the international runway here, and that is the end of the runway, as you can see with the plane taking off. And so we are in the clear now, we're past, which is good. Nothing to worry about. What a phenomenally beautiful view. Glad we didn't hit that. Eee. Not good. Back it up. Nice job putting it here. Good to be back. What a view. There goes Brown. He's gonna check to see our clearance under the boat is probably about a foot.
About 1.5 feet of clearance. Perfect.
Nice. And then he's going out to that bommy out there, and I'm gonna use the laser distance rangefinder to see if we will clear it if we do a 180. It's good. 83 yards. We've got the rain coming here soon, and Polynesian Rigging Services is here to help us with the rust on our outers, doing a little treatment of phosphoric acid. This is Paul. Last time it was Boris, now it's Paul.
Double check
the tension. Oh, is that your new one?
Yeah.
Hey!
This is the one I told you.
Nice.
A long time waiting.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jean-Christophe is going up the mast to take a look at things. The good news is that he said that the rust that we're seeing is superficial, not a problem, and we just need to put some phosphoric acid on it and clean it up on a regular basis. So he's going up just to take a look at everything up there, make sure everything is good. Rudy has been over and has seemed to fix our problem with our alternator alarm, which is awesome. We love Rudy. We're so thankful for the help that we can get around here, and we learn from it always. So so good, very thankful. This one is okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Merci.
Oh, you started.
Thank you.
We started here.
Wow, that was a busy afternoon. Like a three-ring circus. What we have learned is that because our boat is extremely flexible, the flexibility has created a situation where they have to loosen the cap shrouds a little bit to adjust for some separation in furniture. Like this has come away from the wall here a little bit. There, we have a lot of these little kind of separation things that were not here before the rigging, which is kind of normal, but that means that slowly they have to take a little bit of the tension off to be able to allow the rig to be able to not pull the boat so tight and, you know, cause these problems. So it means a big pain in the neck. At this point, they don't have enough tension on the cap shrouds to run our parasailer without having to put the main up a little bit or tighten up the popping lift. That's an option. That's a huge pain in the neck. To have to do that and put up the parasail is just not, it's just a pain. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna sail for the next 6 months and see how it goes, then come back and have them take a look at it and look at the tension and see what we can adjust. So we will see him in September, October for another adjustment. We really haven't sailed much at all, so when we get to sailing, we'll see how the rig reacts. But that's it for now. We've got a big day today. We are heading into Papeete. Well, we're renting a car and gonna be driving all over, not just Papeete. Brown's putting the dinghy down. We have about 1,000 things to get done here today. It's gonna be a full day of going to provision as well as getting our carte de séjour, which is our legal document to be here for the next year, which is great news. We're also doing blood tests and just typical annual stuff, and have to pick up a few things at the market. So it's gonna be a busy day, but hopefully one that is successful. That's what happens when you come back to Tahiti. This is the place to get things done. All right, let's go. Coffee! Blood test means no food, no coffee. This is nice. They put a chain all the way the length of this, which gives a lot of people the opportunity to tie up versus just a couple. So this is great. Much better. All right, it's up ahead on the right. We're in the High Commission getting ready to pick up our
Commission.
carte de séjour.
Ooh, I love it when you talk that way to me.
Now we're going to be residents for another year.
Yay! French Polynesia, one more year, yay! So we just got the carte de jour receipt today, which is a big step, and we got it here in this government building. Everybody's super nice, very organized. This receipt that we get is going to enable us to return here, because that's basically our visa for one more year and to keep our boat here. So we have a little over a year and a few days. This time last year, we were still at sea heading to Hiva-Oa. So we've been living in French Polynesia for a year now. It's been incredible. Admiral, I'm super happy.
Oh yeah, and this is a big step to get the recipes, because that means that the carte de séjour is on its way. So it's good.
And it's just amazing that French Polynesia will allow you to come here and stay in this country for like $600 a year for 2 years.
Yes.
Incredible.
We have had a great day so far. We have been
The
super
best.
successful.
With my adventure buddy.
And now we are coming to Point Venus. We have wanted to come to Point Venus for a while and just haven't had the chance, haven't had the time. Point Venus is where Captain Cook
Did some very important scientific observations that were important for the world. They
Oh,
needed.
there's the lighthouse.
Okay, so
All right, let's park. This is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the statue and the position that James Cook was in when he observed the transit of Venus, the movement of Venus
Yep.
in the sky. I don't think that tree was there at the time though. It's interesting how Tahiti has both black and white beaches. We have had an unbelievably successful day. Look at all of the bags we've provisioned with. Most of these bags are filled with oats. Really not easy to find large bags of oats here, and we found a store that carries all of Kirkland products, so they buy from Costco and resell here. So we're really thankful, and now we've got lots of things for the next 6 months or so. When we're out in the Society Islands, we should be set. So everything went really well today. We're really thankful. Brown is getting the dinghy and bringing it over here. I hope he can figure out how to get into this waterway, which is going to be much easier than us carrying it all the way to the dinghy dock.